It's me. And it's a random live stream. I didn't notify anybody. I'm just whim spur of the moment, just kind of wanting to connect and talk. And I had some time tonight, and I've been meaning to unbox this for a long time. This is the Mystic Masters Tarot, and this is by Danny Mystic. All the links are down here. I messed up my box. It's not her fault. It's my fault. I don't know how. I don't know how because it was not like this. Look at the widow piece that came off. Okay, anyways, it's all right. It's fine. But I just really wanted to hang out. I miss connecting with everyone on my channel. I feel like hi Jennifer. I feel like I really haven't made any content on here consistently, it feels like, but it's so crazy. If you see the back end of my like the creator studio of my YouTube, I'm uploading things every day because I'm doing readings or the podcast. So like while it doesn't look like it, I am doing a lot, and I haven't like stepped back totally. It's just time management. I think because when the pandemic first hit and I was put on unemployment, I was able to make a lot of content. And then I went back working from home, but still working. So, like, I had a little bit of a crisis when I realized I wasn't making content anymore like I was before. Anyways, I wanted to hang out. There's a few people here. Maybe some more people will join, but if not, that's fine too. But I wanted to flip through. I wanted to play with a deck. I wanted to look at pretty artwork and images and think about tarot in a different way. And I've been meaning to do this. She was so sweet and sent it to me, and then some horrible things happened, and then now I'm trying to get back to keeping my word, being impeccable with my word. So there's a few things. There is no guidebook in this particular box, for this deck that's tangible to my knowledge. I do know that there is a PDF guidebook that comes with it that you can find on her website. And I have the guidebook pulled up actually on my computer. I don't think I'm going to be moving the camera over so that you can see the guidebook. Just trust me. But if there's something that I need to like reference or look up or something or read about, I can just turn to the right and find what I need to find, see what I need to see. My biggest question about this was because this deck is made from, well, let's read the back, shall we? Can I see the comments? Where are my comments? Okay, there we are. It's a 78 tarot deck created with etchings and wood carvings from the 17th, 16th, and 17th centuries. Each piece has been watercolored and adorned to bring these beautiful scenes to life. Created by Danny Mystic and the Mystic Masters of centuries past. Again, all of the details to contact or to find her, find more about the creator. My biggest thing was like I needed to know where these artworks came from. I was like really, really hoping that the guidebook had that, and it does. The way that the PDF is set up online, there's a image of hi Stella. There's an image of the card and the element, the planet that's associated with it, the number, the name of the card, and then there's some keywords, and then there's like a little paragraph about what the imagery or the card means. And then all the way at the bottom of the PDF is a list of, how is this titled? Original artwork citations. And it's in order of the cards. Hi, Nikita. Um, and so there's like links, like hyperlinks, and documentation and things like that of the artworks. So that's helpful. I did click on some of the links, and they're a bit confusing, or they don't maybe give me some of the information that I was hoping. But I'm sure that that's more of like legal things that she needed to do for the guidebook. Um, so yeah, I'm not quite sure about that, but I really we all love art if we're into tarot and oracle. That's why we look at decks and we collect decks and we love different types of decks, is because different artworks appeal to us. But because this was pulled from like etchings and wood carvings, sorry, my dog is drinking. Actually, not sorry. I'm not going to apologize for my sweetness, my little fur baby. Um, I don't know. I'm actually going to try and click on something really quick and see, because I looked into, let's see. Okay, the strength card. I'm just clicking on this hyperlink. To refer to this object, please use the following URL. And maybe Danny will pop in here. Probably not, because I didn't tell anyone I was doing this. And so there's like this like website. It's all in another language. I'm sure that these links are honestly for like legal reasons. But I don't know. I really wanted to know more about it. But let's open the box, because I've just been holding it and this is probably super annoying. But this is the box. It's cute. Little like gold ink splat. And then again, this is my fault and I'm not entirely sure what happened, but it seems to be held together fine. So let's just forget that that wasn't there. That didn't happen. I'm actually reaching around the camera, so I'm going to open it on the other side so I don't mess the box up even more. Okay, there we go. Dum, da, da, dum. Ooh, the cardstock feels really good, actually. Let's get this over here. What is that? She actually emailed me and told me super smooth 310 GSM black core cardstock, durable matte style finish. Ooh, it feels really like shuffleable. It feels easy to shuffle. I normally say buttery, but I've had some comments that laughed at me for saying like buttery. Yeah, this cardstock feels nice. Okay, let's take a look. I'm not entirely sure how much I'm gonna have to say like about the cards as we go in, but I guess we'll see. Hi, Sue. How are you? Hi, I have this. Interested to know what you think. Well, we're starting at the beginning. I'm interested to see what I think too, because it's such an interesting concept that sort of has been done in different ways for different decks or different types of artwork. What I do really like that I've seen from the deck, because I have seen a few of the cards, actually a handful of cards, is the watercoloring elements that's been added. So yes, another thing that I wanted to mention was at this point, Danny, the creator, has uploaded, I don't know if she's uploaded more videos, but there was a like a deeper dive video that she did that I saw first look, Mystic Masters walkthrough, and it was like, or maybe there was another one. I think she just went up to the Hierophant. Deep dive, full to Hierophant. So there is a video on her channel where she goes in deeper and talks about like why she did certain things to the cards, what she liked about the cards, why she chose that imagery. But right now there's only one video up like that, and it was from a week ago. And so I'm sure she's gonna post more, but probably just is, doing it in her own time. So this is the Fool. She talked about, I mean, this imagery is pretty obvious, I think, why she would be drawn to use this for the Fool card. It does give me Fool energy. It's interesting because there's a commanding element to this Fool with holding the reins of the dogs, whereas, the Rider-Waite-Smith dog, Angie, what's up, babe? Hi. Whereas, the typical Rider-Waite-Smith has a Fool with his own like knapsack, and then the dog is just doing its own thing, following its master along for the ride as well. Loyal companion. And this Fool seems to be like, come, heal, So that's an interesting element to bring to it. Although, yeah, I think that there's still like a gentleness and like there's still a free feeling, and not just because the Fool is naked. Angie says, honestly, I'm gonna steal your spotlight for a second. Guess what I'm doing, Sam? What are you doing, Angie? What are you doing, babe? It's okay. We're here to hang out. This is an unboxing, but I find that there is going to be 1,000 unboxings of every deck that is going to be very rigid and flip through, and I like. Wait, what? Wait, what? How far along? Are you already that far along? Girlfriends. Yay! Oh my gosh, all the Aquarius that child is gonna have? 36 weeks. Oh my God. How has that gone by so fast? You're getting induced right now? Are you in the hospital? Wait. Angie, are you in the hospital? Danny's probably watching this going, "Oh my gosh. Just go through my deck." Wait, you're in the hospital watching my unboxing. I love you. Oh my God. I wish you the most beautiful, euphoric, just lovely time. And I'm so happy for you. Your baby's gonna have like such a wicked, like cool astrology chart. There's a lot going on right now. Mars in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus, Mercury, Sun, Saturn, Jupiter, and Venus all in Aquarius. Ooh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh man, let me see what else. Where's the moon is currently in Scorpio. Y'all, I got ghosted from this. Y'all, I ghosted this girl for a month and I finally text her again. She replied, but I'm already bored of texting her. Should I just ghost her completely? Chris, you're way off the mark here. I don't know where you're coming at. We're talking about babies and tarot decks. Oh, Chris, I don't want to diminish your issue at all, but it does feel a little read the room-ish. Like, can you yeah, I don't know. Wow, Angie, your baby's gonna have a really cool energy and no, Chris, oops. It's just weird. We're talking about like the love of bringing a child into the world. And then Chris, you just come in with I ghosted this girl. Like it's just sort of read the room, you know? But I'm not trying to diminish your question or your situation. It just was funny. Angie, love you. If you tuned out already or you're tuning out because you're literally giving birth to a human, that is fine, but I love you very much. Anyways, the Fool. New beginnings, literal birth, literally just going into the unknown, like the Fool. It is birth, it is the beginning. Hell yes. So cool. Aw, Sue, that's really cute. I don't know you, but wishing you all the love in the world. Good luck tonight. So cute. Okay, the Magician. If you hear like ASMR slurping, it's decaf coffee, so I'm sure all of you were dying to know. The Magician. I love the texture down here. Now, I watched The Fool to the Hierophant. I've already completely forgotten almost everything that she said because I watched it a few days ago when I was like working at the same time and I wasn't looking at the cards that I was just listening to it. But what I do remember is that there's like all these tools on the table. There's like a crown and like what looks like a little sword or a knife and a wand and like some sort of cup. And it felt like she had all of the tools and all of the elements that a magician would need. And I really like this pink down here. A lot of like swirly clouds. This definitely feels very like powerful or kind of mental actually, like communications or the sword suit up here. Brick sort of texture or like wicker. I don't know. Cool. This cardstock is like I really like this kind of cardstock where it's not super glossy, it's not super matte. It's thick enough, but you can shuffle it really well still. Thanks, everyone. It's honestly not supposed to happen right now. Had some complications, but hopefully by tonight or tomorrow, I'll have my baby boy. Yay. You know, with all this Aquarius energy, these babies are going to do whatever they want right now. So it's great. And I hope everything goes well. Chris, good luck, Angelica. I can barely watch 10 kids at once. Wait, I can barely watch 10 kids at once. Why would you watch 10 kids at once? Are you a teacher? What's going on? Okay, so now it says the High Priestess. And I know that this image is actually not a pomegranate, but an apple, I think, is what Danny said in the breakdown. That video was actually really helpful. And Danny, I'm sure you're going to be watching this back when you realize I finally am unboxing it. That video that you did was really helpful, I found, especially because I think a lot of us are going to want to know, like, what are these images, and the links and stuff in the PDF it doesn't give us what your video gave us, which is really helpful. Oh, look at this. This is like Marie Antoinette vibes. Oh, this is so good. This is giving me like the great. Who has watched? Oh, Chris, you're a teacher. Nice. This has anybody seen The Great on Hulu? Is it Hulu? Netflix? I think it was Hulu. With one of the Fanning girls, not Dakota, but Elle Fanning. I freaking loved that show. I thought it was so good, and she was so powerful, but still such a beautiful, like, energy. She gives me total Empress. Look at all the like texture and different layers of colors she's added in there. Oh, okay, so let's look at these two next to each other. The Emperor and the Empress. I love that. I love that if you put them like this, he's literally looking at her and she looks like she's, you know, looking at herself in a mirror, which I love that narrative. This deep red, this bright red, I should say. I'm not sure what this texture is here, but it does feel like almost like tire tracks, which is a weird juxtaposition to what's in the back, but cool. I know there are astrology or planetary glyphs. I don't see one. Am I missing it? Oh, yep, here's the one for the Empress, which is Venus on her arm. And this one's for Aries for the Empress. What did we have for the others? Just curious. Uranus. Mercury. Okay, there we go. From what I said earlier, I think this one's the moon. I think that one's the glyph right there. Looks a little different than the other ones. This one was Venus, and this one's Mars. Ooh, we have another really like stark red. A little bit different. Yeah, this one's like a little bit more of like a brilliant red, but this one looks like an alizarin crimson type red, a little bit more orangey. Love that. Taurus for the Hierophant. This is such a great piece of artwork to use for the Hierophant. I'm sure there's probably the Hierophant might be one of the easier ones to find throughout 16th and 17th century artwork, but this fits so well. It feels, and I like the fact that the figure is not looking forward like it is in the RWS. It almost is like he can't be bothered, you know what I mean? But also, if you were to call him to look at you and give you information, he would turn and talk to you. But there is almost like this disconnection between him, whereas in most other decks that follow, you know, Rider-Waite-Smith, a lot of the Hierophants are facing forward, and it feels very like I don't know. I like this, I like the pot. I just like this one. I like that one a lot. Okay, the lovers. Let me actually put this down. I'm having a hard time holding that many cards. This is, I wish that I knew what this artwork was. For some reason, this is creepy to me. Is it not? Why is he so creepy? Like, I feel like he definitely bought her from her dad. You know what I mean? And that she was like definitely too young to get married off. Gemini. I love the added texture and patterns though. The colors are very cool. This artwork. I wish I knew more about this one. Because I feel like this could have a really cool story or like history about it, but I don't. The guy though. Yikes. Chariot. We have the sign of Cancer over here. I like the neutral colors in this. It's interesting that this artwork is not on or in motion. That feels really different. I think I would have a hard time reading this because, or I mean, I guess I don't need the chariot to be in motion. He's still next to the horses, which are, could be in motion at any point. And this one does look like it's doing something over here. But this is definitely a different take, and it makes you think differently about what the chariot represents because it still has everything there that you need. Um, but because he's not like in a vehicle or on the horse or there isn't like outward motion, it definitely does bring a different layer to like the idea of movement and action and energy forward that the chariot represents, or like the before, like we're getting ready to move. It's interesting. Hey, slow motion sweets, what's going on? I missed you. Missed everybody. The strength card. You see the symbol of Leo down here. This one works so well. This is perfect. She's like, I'm gonna sit on you. Okay, I'm tired. I don't have any shoes. My feet fucking hurt. So let me take a load off and you're gonna be fine with it. And he's like, no. But she's got him tamed. I mean, I'm just joking. I really do think that this artwork fits shockingly well. And I really like this like honey color that is up in the sky. It just feels really warm and it feels really warm and confident, like I need the strength card to feel. So I like that. Works out well. The Hermit. Oh, cool. This is such a good Hermit. I love this. I love all of the different layers. Like there's this great looking pattern in the back and there's a castle. It looks like it's raining on one side because she's doodled and added to it. There's this lantern or staff. I don't know if this is supposed to be a staff and she just took the coloring and made it illuminated. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Someone just donated $10. I really, really appreciate that. I am taking that in with so much love and gratitude. I'm not even trying to be sappy or stupid, but I'm literally taking that in so much. Thank you very much for taking the time out to watch and taking time out to donate to the stream. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was very sweet. So I like that his head is illuminated as well. It's really, this card is so much about inner work and getting alone so that you can do work and to find information and find yourself and things that you're looking for. And it does feel very Mercury based. So especially because There's Virgo on here, which is ruled by Mercury. It is such a mercurial card. It does feel much more earthy, so Virgo is definitely associated with that, and that really works for me. But the way that she highlighted around the head just feels like it works really well. Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter is down here. Just taking in this artwork and what's going on. This feels, I don't know what this is or what's going on here. There's so much happening. I mean, I guess that is kind of a good way to describe the Wheel of Fortune, am I right? Like, um, yeah. And I wonder, it looks as though she added this circle around Jupiter, but if not, I wonder what, like, how that incorporated into the original artwork. And what's going on? This is like Rumpelstiltskin vibes over here. Maybe that's what this artwork is about. This one's really interesting. Ugh, I feel like I need more context. I feel like I want Danny to do the rest of her videos so that I know. I guess when you watch her Fool to the Hierophant, it just like really helps to understand like what her vision was. But there is a whole lot of it that she's left open because she wants other people to help her to interpret them as well. That was like a big part of that video, is that she's really hoping that other people can add to the meanings and add to the guidebook what they think it's about and how they connect to it. So I thought that that was really cool. Justice. This is perfect. How weird. I love this. She is full bodied. Love it. There's the scales. There's like the beautiful like sun behind. I'm partly using my computer for light, so it keeps like wanting to go to sleep. I have to keep shifting the mouse. This is such, there's a sign for Libra down there. She's got like a gangly foot. What's going on there? Um, that's really cool that that artwork, the symbolism of the scales and the swords works out so well. Cool, unless she's unless she's added that, but I doubt it. It looks like that's part of the original artwork, doesn't it? I think so. Then we have focus, the Hanged Man. Cool. I like this. It's interesting that she didn't flip this image upside down though. That would have been a concept. Maybe she thought about it but wanted to keep the artwork the way that it was. It's also interesting to have Hanged Man imagery when I'm so used to connecting to the Hanged Man with being, you know, inverted, that when you get, I work with reversals, I choose to work with reversal. I was taught when I was young to use reversals, so I just continue to use them, and I think that they add a whole lot to readings. I don't need to read with them. Like, I can do it without it, but I personally really think that reversals help me to enrich my meanings and give just extra cushion in there. But it's interesting to think that if you were to get the Hanged Man reversed, that he actually would be reversed, where I'm used to seeing him like that when he's upright. Death card. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I love the coloring, how the figure is like illuminated in white and everything else is muted in gray in the background. Sign of Scorpio right here. I don't even think there's not much more to say about that. That works really well. Temperance. This is so cool. This artwork works so well. And this like definite, I love that death card. Should we go back? Sorry, I kind of went through that one quick. It was just like, yeah, this works. Like, there's not much to say. It feels really awesome. The colors are great. The composition is great. It's not overdone and it's powerful. If you flipped that in a reading, it would do what it needed to do. This is also giving me like Marie Antoinette vibes. We have Sagittarius glyph on the vase, pouring it into like some cup or chalice. Beautiful. It's like got butterfly vibes. Okay. This one, devil. Oh, yes, here we go. Look at that. I was going to say there has got to be some sort of artwork in here that we can get better imagery of with the devil. And here, look. Look at the feet, the hooved feet. Got Capricorn glyph at the bottom left. This is such a cool devil card. It's very nonchalant. Like it's very you'd have to really remind yourself what that is. You'd have to really look at what the card name was because you wouldn't get devil right off the bat. And honestly, I like that because that's what the devil energy feels like to me when I interpret it. It can feel heavy, it can feel in your face, but most of the time when they come up in readings for myself or clients, it feels like a secret or it feels like an energy that is trying to be hidden and that isn't as powerful as the devil card can feel in other decks. Sometimes I like a real like in your face devil card, but I do like the almost like you could miss it if you didn't really notice it energy for that. We have the tower. Wow, this is so cool. Definitely added. Um, Sue said it looks like she's growing watering foliage. It does. And then Slow Motion Sweet says that's very dark but subtle. I agree. I like the splatter of blood. Mars, all the people. I love like the added almost like doodle about it. But it works. I mean, it's such a tower card, isn't it? Look at this. This is so cool. It's crazy because I'm just doing this on my phone, but my phone, it's not as good quality as my camera that I have. However, it is pretty good, and we're in really shitty low lighting. So I'm really impressed. Take a quick sip of my decaf coffee. This says the star. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Some of these images are a stretch, and some of them are literally perfect. Like I feel like the chariot I struggled with, but I might not when I'm using it in a reading, you know? But I mean, this temperance card, like this card is literally the star card, this image. And all of the beautiful layers and colors and different textures that will really get your mind going. Your senses really tingling when these cards come up. It's very cool. There's Aquarius symbol on the water vessel. The moon. Okay. Love this mood, by the way. Fucking mood. Look at this. This color palette is everything. It's like stormy, clouds, gritty, earthy, still feminine. Love this. Pisces. Interesting. How cool. Love that. It's probably my favorite so far. I think just because it's different. Whoa. This one feels so much more defined. Definitely looks like she amped up the contrast of this etching and made it like more vivid and cartoony looking. I could be wrong about that. But when you look at a lot of the other, the artwork of these, they don't feel as like defined. They feel almost, muted or gray cast. And this one's like the sun card. Look at that tush, by the way. Someone's got a Beyonce booty. Looking into the sun. This is such a great sun card. Love the colors that were added. Judgment. Oh, excuse me. I had like a little burp. My decaf coffee. It is like 9 at night. Oh, it's 9:15. Okay, I'm really trying to find out what's going on here. Judgment. This is chaotic. This is hard for me to see, but the colors feel good. Like this even though I can't see what's going on in the card, just knowing that this is the Judgment card and looking at it from like an abstract perspective, and maybe that's too much for everybody, but this feels like the Judgment card, and I cannot see what the hell is going on in here. Maybe down here a little bit. Oh, I can see it a little better now. But all of this color and layer and textures and how this is opening up and someone's coming down to see what the hell is going on here. That's an interesting one. Thoughts? Anybody? Thoughts on that one? The World. Oh, Danny's here. What's up? Someone probably messaged you because there's no fucking way that you just were like, oh my God, Sam's live. Let me just join in here. There's an angel casting a man that drove a chariot into the sky back down to earth. The people at the bottom are watching this all happen. Okay, I'm so glad you're here, Danny. Because we've been doing pretty good. We've been doing pretty good until this card of like being able to see what's going on. There's an angel casting a man that drove a chariot into the sky back down to, oh, yes. Okay, I see. He's here. And this angel's like, get the fuck out of here. And they're all just really disappointed that Steve just Leroy Jenkins his way up to the heavens. And then I love that. Okay, that makes much more sense. I just popped in, but my little girl just had a mishap with the pin. I'll be right back. Okay, we're just hanging out, Danny. We honestly we were fine. We were good. We were good. That one was just hard for me to understand, but now that you said that, I can see it and it's awesome. The World, Saturn glyph right here. Look at that purple. It reminds me of Dante Inferno. Definitely. If anyone's ever seen What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams, also hashtag too soon, still to this day, but this movie will change your fucking life. It is one of those movies that sent me into a crisis for at least a month and then changed me for the better. But it was difficult. Maybe not a pandemic read or watch, I mean, maybe not a pandemic watch, because we're all just doing the best we can right now, but when the world is a little bit easier, or unless you're brave enough to watch it, because it definitely is a lot, but that's what this card, and that's kind of what I get the feeling of before I could even see what was happening in the card. Just the colors of it and like the feeling of it felt very much What Dreams May Come. Slow motion sweet. Yes, and Stacy, yes, so good, right? Right? It's so good. It's one of my all-time top favorite movies, definitely. What are some movies that made you guys like just one of the, like when I was younger, when I saw The Matrix, obviously that was like a big one for everyone, but I was young when I saw it. So that one definitely, that was one of my first, like, life is not real. And then The Truman Show, that movie fucked me up. Love The Truman Show. Yeah. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is one of my top 5 favorite movies of, like, ever. That one did it to me as well, but in a different way. What Dreams May Come. I mean, Inception, but that one was in a different way. It was more like suspense action, but it did really mess with my mind. If you guys have ever seen Inception by Leonardo DiCaprio. Anyways, let me know some of the movies that made you like dissociate, I guess. And I don't mean to make fun of that at all. Like I'm legit. Like I think that the movies I mentioned did give me, the world. Um, I mean, she's got a globe. This is, I'm shocked at how many of these artworks fit so well with the cards. Also, titties out. She's like slipping out. This does feel very final though. It feels very comfortable. It feels very like wise and kind of, um, yeah, it just feels like she's ready to go on to something else. Slow motion sweet. Same. Hubs just watched Eternal for the first time the other night. I couldn't believe we hadn't seen it. It's so freaking good. It's so good. I had found a bright orange hoodie just like the one Kate Winslet's character um had in the movie, and I wore it all through high school. Like I loved it every day. I wanted to dye my hair, but I was too chicken shit. And I loved it. I felt like so quirky and artsy and like neon hoodie, neon orange bright hoodie. Betty Blue messed me up for ages. Betty Blue. I'll have to look that one up. I might have seen it, but I don't know that title. It's not coming to mind. Let's get into the Ace of Cups. How pretty is this? I love this blue. I love watercolor like that. That deep, deep blue kind of pooling over into the other blue. Feels super, super yummy. Look at all the detail and the layers of things. I love it. I want to do my hair crazy too, but I'm a double Virgo, so I'm scared on that. I got a Virgo ascendant as well and a Taurus moon, so I don't like change and I'm very controlling. But the Gemini in me is like, just a different wig every day would be fine. Like, I feel that's so hardcore, slow motion sweet. I love it. Two of Cups. Look at how cute this is. This is such a good Two of Cups. I love the outline. This feels like the Take On Me video, music video. I just love that. There's like energy pulsing out of them, but in such like a non-cartoony way. Like it just gave them like a little aura that's open and vulnerable. How cute. Three of Cups. Look at this. Look at how great this is. Look at all of the flesh. I love I just love how human it is. There's lots of blue throughout, so I like that. I've mentioned that in all of my unboxings. I really like when the suits have continuity and consistency in color palettes. Even if it's not exact, I want to be able to flip through a suit next to another suit and really feel like I can see, the energy of that suit coming through and the colors. When I throw spreads, I enjoy with any decks that are other than Rider-Waite-Smith, I like to feel the colors coming off of it. So if I throw a spread and it's predominantly cups, I should know that right off the bat without even seeing any of the imagery because I want to feel it from the colors. And for me personally, I'm not saying that everyone's like that, but I am. And it looks like we already have quite a bit of that coming up. Okay, girl, Hubs just got home from work late, so gonna hang out, watch the replay tomorrow. Love your way. I love you too. Have a great night. Thanks for just stopping in, and yeah, it was nice to hang out with you. We have the Four of Cups. This is such an interesting narrative that you can get from this imagery for the Four of Cups. Look at, they're like drowning in water, or they're like things are flooding, or her feet or are in a fountain, but it's just the face, the expressions of the characters on this card that just works really well for the Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Wow. Oh, thanks for the close-ups. There's so much beauty in these cards. Danny has such good taste. Hi, Kelly. You're welcome. And I agree. I think it helps. And because my camera picks it up, it's definitely worth to bring it close up because that's what you would do if you were looking at a deck. You can't just hold it back here and not appreciate all of the line work or the different layers of the colors, the textures. Like when I hold this back here, you might pick up on this blue, but you might not pick up on all of the textures and everything. I think Skylar just got home. Hi, Skylar.
Are you Marco Polo?
No, I'm live streaming.
Oh.
I'm going through the Mystic Masters.
Hey, Toby.
Hey, Skylar says hi, everybody. Exactly. There's a lot to read into. I love it. Yeah. This feeling is interesting. And normally when you see the Five of Cups, you see more than one figure. So it's interesting to have just one figure here, but the energy and their like body language definitely works. Definitely works. But this is one of those that I feel like, it works because of the overall feeling and composition of it. But this isn't one of those where you would say, oh my gosh, this looks exactly like the Five of Cups does. Do you know what I'm saying? Or wait, hello? Jennifer, hi, Skylar. Jennifer says, hi, Skylar.
Jennifer is an ace of tarot.
Jennifer L.
Oh, hey.
What are you doing?
Washing my mask.
Washing your mask? Cute. Skylar's washing his mask, guys. Who's all working? Does anybody work from what's the deal? People who are here, let me know. Are you back to work? Do you work with the public? Are you working from home? Have you lost your job? Or do you not have a job? What's going on with you? I am working from home still. And I very much enjoy it, and I'm very grateful to have a job. I'm very grateful to have the fortitude to work from home. Are you trying not to be too loud? That's so sweet. You can just rinse your mask. It's fine. It's me, like unemployed school bus driver. Kelly, I'm a postal employee, so I've been working the entire time essential. We love an essential queen. Thank you for going out and delivering my mail because you make me, or maybe you're not delivering, but maybe you're helping to get my mail delivered, and I really appreciate it. Miss Kristen says work from home. Everyone, I feel like things have changed so much, but it's interesting to see what everyone's doing. Sue says working from home and covering the office a couple of days a week. We have to stay open. Nice. I work at a latchkey and hybrid. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure that latchkey has got to be still open to some extent. Danny said, "Oh my God, I'm gonna have to catch it on replay, y'all. I got blue ink all over my house." Danny, don't even worry about it. Like, I don't even know how you're gonna watch this replay because I'm so distracted and I'm just hanging out. Like, this is not a professional walkthrough because it's me. You had to know that when you gave me your deck. But please go take care of the crisis and you can come back and scroll through my ramblings once it's posted so you don't have to listen to me talk about random shit. Kelly, you're welcome. Delivering over in Tampa, actually. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Kelly. I'm like in St. Petersburg. So thank you so much. You're so close to me. Crazy. Six of Cups. Wow. Yes, please. Thanks. That helps a lot, actually. Look at there's even stuff going on in the background. Another child crying over here. The mother like, oh my God, somebody take this friggin' baby. I can't deal with it anymore. But there is that element of like the siblings and the memories and how they're interacting with each other. And this does feel like an old photograph, which is interesting because of what the Six of Cups can represent. And how some of these do feel like an old photograph, but it almost feels like we're inside of the old photograph, or for whatever reason, this one looks like we're looking at the old photograph. Do you know what I'm saying? Interesting. I'm gonna look something up really quick. Oh my gosh, my tummy is super loud. Okay. This is the Seven of Cups. This one feels like we spilled nail polish. This one's really cool. Look at all that goopy paint at the bottom, but look at what's going on in the background down here. Wow. It does definitely, it's such a different image than the Rider-Waite-Smith, but it feels like there's so many things going on behind the figure and almost like in the back of their mind. Like it looks like there's faces or angels or something blowing in different directions, and it just makes me feel like he's like questioning what to do and where to go, and he's just kind of like trying to figure it out. Very interesting. Oh, also, I think I might have spoke wrong about the Five of Cups just now. Yeah, I said that there was normally two figures, and I obviously was thinking about the Five of Pentacles. I'm so sorry about that. But um it's still it still works really well, and I just wanted to clarify. I just realized that. I missed the Five of Cups. Five of Cups actually does work for that, but there's no cups or anything in that I can see in the card. And you normally can't see a figure. Normally they're like the other way around, like this. So, dum dum dum. The Eight of Cups. Wow. So weird because my eye keeps journeying all over the card. Like the textures and the different colors definitely move your eye around the card. Um, and like the path in this, it definitely feels like it's time to walk down that path, but it's curious because you're wondering what this figure is coming from or where they're journeying to. More of the blue. Oh my God, mood. It's like George just trying to have a good time on his phone. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, I feel like they're going through and reading a letter from like their child or their loved one or something like that, and they're just grateful for that. Or maybe they were just given a bunch of an inheritance and they're trying to count their blessings and figure out what they have. And I really want to know more about this card and about this artwork because I feel like there's a good story behind that one that I might be missing. Sorry, Danny's not here. There's a nice sense of satisfaction on his face. Yeah. He's like, mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. You guys are laughing at me. Ten of Cups. Wow. Not really giving me the Ten of Cups vibes. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to take the whole entirety of it in. It feels gloomy. Doesn't it feel gloomy? Doesn't the colorations and the composition and the shadows make it feel a lot heavier than the Ten of Cups normally feels? Is that man behind looking like he might be reading a fairy tale, which would be cool concept because a lot of the times, the Ten of Cups can be seen as like the happily ever after. It'd be interesting to see his point of view as like a narrator or like the reader of the book, and that these are the characters that are playing out as he's reading the book. Interesting. Now we have the Page of Cups. How cute is this? Looking young, fragile, naive, just artistic, emotional, open. I love the white little doodle accents on the instrument. Very cool. I love the plants or the artwork in the background. Feels very earthy, cups. The Knight of Cups. Oh, okay, this is sick. This is such a good Knight of Cups. Don't you think? This feels really, really, I don't know, just charged up. He has COVID hair. Oh my goodness. Are you talking about this one? What? I don't think I get that joke. But I want to laugh with you. So explain it to me. Look at that. This feels like very Romeo and Juliet, which is such a great feeling to get from the Knight of Cups. This coloration just feels really crisp and clear. Queen of Cups. Oh, this is so great. I love the blue. Blue just feels like I can feel it in my heart center when I'm looking at the color blue. It's such a potent color, and these like shades of blue, these hues of blue. Oh, it looks like he needs a good cut. Okay, good. I'm like so glad. Okay, I get it, Sue. I get it. Yeah, he looks like he's been locked in his room for too long, like the rest of us. She looks like such a great Queen of Cups, to be honest with you. She looks like she's turned away dreaming or in her own little world. But again, kind of like the same thing with the Hierophant. If you were to be like, Queen of Cups, I have a question. Can you listen to me? I have something I want to express to you. She would turn to you and say, Of course. Come on, child. I'll listen to you. Oh, damn. King of Cups. He's saucy. Why does this feel like Dionysus or maybe Neptune or something with that? I don't know what he's got in his hand. This feels, oof, Brokeback Mountain, love it. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I actually really do like this. Especially, it's interesting that there's another figure in this and that she didn't choose because like the other ones have just one figure, and how for the King of Cups there is more than one figure in this. And to be honest with you, the figure on the left feels very Knight of Cups, or even possibly Page, but more Knight of Cups. So it works. Interesting. Ace of Coins. If it's Neptune, that would be a cool take. I thought so too, with the water and the water element, and yeah, that would be really cool. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we're in the Pentacles. Now you can see this green and gold or this like yellow ochre accent. And the splots, the color spots are a little different. This works for me. The Ace of Pentacles is a globe. Two of Coins. Well, this deck has it coins. Two of Coins. trying to balance on a one ball. This works too. This is really cool. I like the concept of trying to stand or like balance on like a ball or a coin instead of trying to juggle them. And the background, look at that. The background has ships, not the rocky seas in the image, but I think the textures do the work, do the rest of the work. I really like that. 3 of coins. Yeah, you get everything that you need from this. I kind of wish that the coloration wasn't as red. I'm curious as to why she went that way instead of more of an earthy. But that's just me. Again, not everyone's like that, but I just really um, like the color theme when I can look at a suit and feel the same overall energy. But there you go, the teamwork, conversation with more than one person at a time. What's that like? I have forgotten. Um, we have the 4 of coins. This is so good. This is so great. Look at this 4 of coins. Material gain, possessions, acknowledgement of the physical. But you could quickly turn this into a hoarding card very easily, energetically. Again, more of like a reddish energy here, but an earthy red, so it still works. And the coins are just like so illuminated. You can feel like how heavy they are in her lap. Okay, we have the 5 of coins. This is what I was talking about when we were doing the 5 of cups. Apologies again. I was probably going too quick or getting distracted, or probably both. So we have the 5 of coins. This is great. Again, one of those cards that fit shockingly well for the imagery, and it just shows how great she was at choosing the images correctly for the cards and making them her own as well. We do have this like deep green spots. All this texture. Ooh, I like that he's only wearing one shoe. Definitely shows like the struggle in the 5 of coins. Cool. Then we have the 6 of coins. This is okay. This is so just perfect. Um, it looks like, hi, I think it's Doi Doi. Thank you so much. Me, a Libra, him, a Leo. What is he thinking, feeling about me? That is a lot. Me, a Libra, him, a Leo. What is he thinking, feeling about me? You know, I would love to answer something like that for you. I don't know if this is the space for that. So feel free to get in contact with me. You can also head over to my website where I offer client consultations through cards or astrology readings. I'm currently booked, but if you want to get on a wait list, you can. And it will notify you when certain bookings are available. But I'd love to connect with you more. I don't know if this is the time, but I do so much appreciate you contributing to the live stream. So I really, really appreciate that. The 6 of coins. Okay, darling, thank you so much. You are welcome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'm a lot more approachable for things like that via my stories and things like that I post. So thank you again for contributing to the live stream. 6 of coins. The 6 of coins is one of my favorite cards, and the fact that there's literally at least 2 people down, almost looking like they're begging or ready to help or need, or they're lesser status than the figure here, and it looks like they need help or goods or services from this figure. It just works shockingly well, and I think it's really cool. And we have the 7 of coins. Working in some sort of field, wheat field, it looks like. Again, look at the tushy. Tushy for the bushy. Look at this really beautiful scenery in this Seven of Coins. It works. It is all of the symbolism that you need, but it's just so different than what you would see from the regular imagery from like the Rider-Waite-Smith, but everything is there. So it works great. The Eight of Coins. I don't know exactly what this person is doing. It almost looks like he is trying to cut his ear off, but he might be trying to shave his head or do something like that, give him a shave. But I always think of the Eight of Coins for some reason as a barber. Maybe that's because I associate it with my papa, who was originally a barber, and then he went to work for a bank. He worked for NBD, which later then turned into Chase Bank. And he was so hardworking. He was so diligent and always just really hardworking. And so the Eight of Coins I often associate to him. So this I don't know, this gives me barber vibes, but it also sort of looks like this guy's trying to chop off his ears, so I'm not sure. The Nine of Coins. Yes, okay. Okay. The immediate imagery doesn't hit for me. It doesn't get there. But I can come up with some really interesting things when I take a look at what's happening. Oh, well, thank you for sharing that, Griffy Talk. Um, I don't know if that's the first time you've told someone that or if you're trolling and joking. If you're trolling and joking, whatever. But if you're not and you feel like this was a safe space to share, then I'm glad that you're able to say that. Um, I don't know. I feel like this one I would need a little bit of clarification from Danny on. So I'm interested to see what, she says. Let's go to the guidebook on this one. This is good. This is why I have this open. What are we looking at? I mean, the guidebook doesn't say what the artwork is about. Technically, there's just the hyperlinks, so that's what makes it a little bit difficult. But there is that little paragraph that we can read about. I'm going down to the coins. I'm scrolling down. And here we have the Nine of Coins. It says keywords, wealth, pleasures, and success. And this says, these friends are enjoying a drink, a toast to their plentiful bounty. They live in abundance, business is good, but Our Lady seems to still be hoping for something more. I love that. Okay, that was very helpful. The downloadable PDF guidebook is as minimalistic as it is for the explanations. I find that that is very helpful. That alone was really all I needed. So great job, Danny. The 10 of coins. This feels such a 10 of coins. It's interesting again. Okay, I'm sold. I really need to get this deck. Kelly, you don't already have this deck? I feel like I'm the last to talk about, like the last person to talk about this deck. Um, yeah, I feel like this is not the typical 10 of coins like positioning or imagery, but it is such a 10 of coins feel. Everyone's sitting around. It feels like there's enough food, there's enough drink, there's good company. They feel comfortable together. It feels very earthy, very grounded. And yeah, this works so well. Very, very impressed. I think we've got to be halfway through, right? Now we've done more than halfway through. We did the majors and we're going into the court cards of the coins. Page of coins. Look at this. Almost like very Shakespearean. Another quarantine or COVID haircut here. Oh my goodness. Good, Jennifer Els. And Kelly, I'm definitely influencing you to to pull out your coin. Um, Look at this green. It just feels like food coloring or like some sort of Slytherin drink that you know. It's working. I'm honestly not trying to make you buy a deck. I'm just, I mean, that would be great. I'm sure Danny would really appreciate it. It looks like she worked really, really hard. Um, and obviously, I love to support creators and I love just hanging out and walking. We forgot to look at the backings. I haven't done a video or an unboxing in a long time. Y'all be gentle with me. I've had a lot going on. At least they've got a hat to cover it up. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's awesome. Knight of Coins. Ooh, see, okay, I like that this one's not on the horse. This feels like we obviously know that he's a knight and he's going to be walking or riding with the horse. But right now, we're just stopping. We're taking a look at the view. We're drinking some water from the trough. We might be taking an apple out of our knapsack because we're hungry, because we're the Knight of Coins. We love food. And it's not about how fast we're going to get there. We'll get there when we need to get there. Right? Cheeky bastard. Look at that face. I love this. What a great, I love the knights so far. Knight of Cups and Coins. I've both very much connected to. Look at this. Oh, I want to almost stick all the court cards next to each other at the end. I will probably forget though. She has the same like body positioning, the same feel to her. Now she has like fruit and like a cornucopia of fruit, and she's got leaves in her hair and foliage, and it just feels super Queen of Coins. How great is that? Again, love that. I want to see them next to each other. King of Coins. Wow. Daddy muscle. More fruit, very earthy, very Green Man vibe. Looks like a shield or a literal pentacle. All this texture, very physical. Wise with the long beard. Cool. All right, what are we into next? What suit? Swords, my favorite suit. Okay, so before we get into this, I have to show you. Maybe you've seen. This is not real, but it should be soon. It got a little wonky right here somehow. This is a temporary tattoo. It isn't focusing. This is a temporary tattoo. I put this on yesterday. Yesterday morning. You leave it on for an hour and then you take it off and it's like really light, and then within 24 hours it gets really dark and it stains for like a month. And this is like similar to a design that I had in mind that I wanted, but instead of a butterfly, it's going to be a moth. And then I had clouds kind of wrapping around here somehow with like a lightning bolt coming out of it. And I really wanted to signify the suit of the swords, the mythology of Excalibur, and also my connection to moths. And then my stepson wants to get a lightning tattoo, and he wants everybody in the family to also get a lightning tattoo, but everyone can do it in their own way. And so I really liked incorporating that within the clouds of the air of the element of the sword, and just having a single lightning bolt come out of it. It was like subtle enough, but it still worked. So I'm testing this out to see like positioning, if I like this, where this is at, if it's like a good size and stuff. But I just love the swords, and I'm such a mercurial person. Y'all know that if you know my channel. Again, Gemini Sun, Virgo Ascendant. I am just swordsy bitch. But let's go into this now. The Ace of Swords. Interesting that there's a figure for this one. But look at how, again, mercurial it looks. The energy coming off the head, reading a book. What you doing, Skylar? Getting glass de water. Kelly's like Gemini's, yes. So good. Yeah. I like the torn pieces of paper too. It gives it even more of an air element feel here. And now we have this like gray color. It's gray splats. The gray up here too. So now we have the Two of Swords. Man, I love the Two of Swords, and this just feels like the Two of Swords. So there's no swords that I can see in this actual image, but the eyes closed, the chaos of what's happening, the conflict, it looks like she's being literally tugged in different directions. But then there's something going on up here. I want to read what the guidebook has to say about this one as well. Hold on, let me scroll down. The swords. The keywords for this are choices, indecision, and procrastination. I have such a profound and deep connection personally to this card, and I just love the feel of this. It says, the blindfolded maiden stands among her choices. She feels around, but has yet to decide her next move. I wonder what she has in her hand. Almost looks like an instrument case. Could be a mini coffin. I don't know. But I feel what that card needs to feel, and it works really well. Okay. Three of Swords. Oh, I don't feel the Three of Swords like I do when I look at this and feel the Two of Swords. But oh my God, double cheeked up on a Thursday. Booty. The gray element again. Yeah, I don't feel like what I normally feel from the Three of Swords for this one. Let's just read this one as well. Heartache, depression, and pain. The angel holds a heart that is damaged and bleeding. She turns to look into the past to see what may have caused the trauma so the healing can begin. Oh, very, very well done, Danny. Because that wording is so necessary for me because now I see it completely different. But on first approach, it wasn't there for me. But that description, it was just like what, two sentences? It really helps. And now it's such an interesting concept for the Three of Swords. Four of Swords, y'all know this is my ultimate forever and always stalker card. Four of Swords, such a little shit card. Um, but this works too. Did he just get so tired he fell off the horse? Is he taking a nap? Is he astral projecting? Is the horse pissed? Probably. And what's going on? It looks like maybe there was some sort of sport or something happening. But yeah, there is this element of like rest, a pause, going within, um, needing to like disconnect. Five of Swords. Oh, this is cool. Almost like groveling because they had to, because they lost a bet or they're less than, and this person's just letting it happen. Interesting. Okay, I want to read this one as well. Defeat, opportunism, resentment. Two men kiss the hands of their conqueror, their weapons and armor thrown to the ground in defeat. This was a dirty fight. Enemies have been made. Oh, it looks like a forced nap. What's she gonna do with all that? Literally, Kelly. Double cheeked up. Okay. Six of Swords. Okay, look at how well this works. They are panicked. This literally looks like the lifeboats of the Titanic. And if that ain't Six of Swords, honey, I don't know what is. Do you know? This just feels like like we've either been on a journey and we're finally pulling in and everyone is just in chaos, or we're trying to pull out of that harbor because shit is going on. And even the water, I'm pretty sure she enhanced this over here, but it just works so well because it definitely feels like more swirled and chaotic over here. Then over here feels very smooth and serene. Seven of Swords. Oh, again. Double cheat. Oh, this one's a little. This one's just large and in charge. But mood, right? This is literally me. Like, those calves. Okay. So you can see like the consistency in this suit. This one's a little bit more bluish gray, but that the splats, the color splats are definitely um going for each of the suits. Look at this texture up here. That is so interesting. Trying to feel out what I think about this Six of Swords or this Seven of Swords. It does feel like he's sneaking away, doesn't it? Like he's like, no one sees me. I'm gonna get away with this. Eight of Swords. Oh my God. What was me? My life is over. Eight of Swords. This is great. It looks like there's even shackles. One of them's free and one of them's not, but she literally could just take, or he could, what, we don't know, who cares. The figure could take the other hand and literally just slip out, you know, and yet they're just basking in their wallow. Very Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ooh, the horror, the terror, the nightmares. It's interesting because we have these angels coming to try and lull like to sleep, but it just there's so much like anxiety in this card, and then the figure, it just looks like fear and paranoia, and the body language and the expression on the figure's face is very Nine of Swords. And the Ten of Swords. Yikes. Oof, you feel this. My Virgo does not like this card. This one makes me feel icky, which is the point. Great job, Danny. What a great image to choose for this. It's so unorthodox and it works so well. It feels like my junk drawer and I loathe it. Yeah, what the fuck is going on here? I hate this. Like, I hate it, but when I say I hate it, I mean like I love it because I hate it. Y'all know. Oh, look, there's a. Okay, you have to pull in on this card. There's way too much happening. We have to read about this one too. What does it say for the Ten of Swords? Betrayal, crisis, ending. It says instruments of torture fill the scene. There is no way to leave unscathed. Treachery of this magnitude will leave the accused forever changed, forever scarred, or removed from this life completely. Spoken words have consequences. Yes! Oh my God. I hate this, but I love this. So good. I know. Kelly. Ooh, instruments of torture. Okay, Danny. Okay. Someone's into BDSM. I'm just saying. No. Bondage. Love that. It works so well. And like viscerally, like I can feel myself disgusted by the card and like uncomfortable and upset about it. And I love that. I love when cards give me like actual physical or like energetic reactions. So now we're in the Page of Swords. Oh my God. He just forgot that he left the stove on. And he's like, fuck, I'm such an idiot. Um, or he just got into an argument with someone because of something stupid and he can't let it go, which is much more Page of Swords. There is like a distracted element to the Page of Swords as well. So I can see the like, shit. I forgot my wife said that we had a dinner appointment. She's gonna be so pissed at me. And I'm out here hunting with the boys. Does any of you take me seriously? I highly doubt that. which is probably why I know when I do these live unboxings that I shouldn't tell anyone I'm doing it, because the people that are here because you get me. And the people that are watching the playback know that they might get me or they might not, but they have the ability to fast forward my bullshit. So, uh, the Knight of Swords. Oh God, the knights are so good, Danny. The knights are really well done. This feels such Knight of Swords energy. There's just so much commotion and air and feelings, and there's like smoke or clouds down here, and the movement, how the horse is literally airborne, like hooves in the air. It's more than just a fighting. There's like confusion in the air. I just love this. The knights are so good. Sue, tarot lessons from Sammy. Honestly, I'm a great teacher, but this is not the platform for me to teach. This is me to just hang out, look at the cards, show you some artwork, show you some new decks. I think anyone who watches my unboxings know that I'm not the information center. I'm not the one to come to give you information about the deck or the creator or, all like I don't normally give a shit about 90% of that in the decks as I should. I think I don't like to shit on myself, but when it comes to decks like this and Danny and creators that I can literally have communications with, it's more important to me and I feel more connected to it. But honestly, I just find that I get way more out of just hanging out, looking at the cards, going through them, talking like you would a friend, you know, um, and not taking it so seriously. But I don't know. This is a super interesting deck. I'm very grateful she sent it to me. Queen of Swords. Wait, hold on. Someone said something. Kelly, I'm glad I caught it. I'm a new subscriber and this is my first one of your streams. It's a blast. Thanks, Kelly, girl. What's up? Thanks for subscribing. I haven't been putting out a lot of content, but yeah, if you watch, um, I have unboxings that I've recorded and I tried to make a little bit more time managed, not as rambly, not as that's a little bit more fine cut and edited. But even then, there's still always an element of like, we're not going to take this too seriously because that's just not me. Um, but these live streams, one, enable me to not have to edit it. And I really love live streams because I can interact, like I'm reading your guys' comments. I can feel that you're here with me. It just feels like, again, like I'm hanging out with friends and we're just looking at a tarot deck. And that's what we're doing. I love your walkthrough for all those reasons. Thanks, Stacy. This was a fun, Sue C said this was a fun walkthrough. Thanks. We're getting to the end. Hi, Amy. How are you? Um, Queen of Swords. Listen, I don't know what it is, but this is literally me. This was me in a past lifetime and someone painted it, okay? Like she's earthy and she's full like a Pentacles queen, but she is all air and mental. Like she's like, don't fuck with me. But like also, hey, you want to hang out? Like we can totally play some cards, maybe a little croquet. We'll definitely talk about the philosophies of life, but don't try to argue with me about it. Like she's great. Um and the King of Swords. God, why do I hate the energy of the King of Swords, but I love the Queen of Swords so much? There's nothing wrong with the King of Swords, and I do know all of the wonderful attributes and that the archetype of the King of Swords can make, but there's something definitely triggering to me about the archetype of the King of Swords that I can't put my mind on. Like sometimes I just associate him to like just fucking know it all, like white cis male. Anybody with me on this, or is it just me? Like, there's something so fucking punchable about the King of Swords energy when it's not in a positive way. Because there's a lot of really great things about the King of Swords. I'm not gonna say that there isn't, but like, I just want to fuck. Like, he just looks like he needs a smack in the mouth. Um, you know? Anybody else with me? Okay, Ace of Wands. When the last suit, Kelly, same. I just get the feeling he would talk too much. Like, I don't even mind that he talks too much. I think it's more about what I think he talks about and the way he talks about it. Just a fucking, like, ass. Just, ugh, know it all. Like, I don't know. Again, I think I have some shadow shit I need to work on. Know it all sums it up well. And yeah, but the queen is a know it all too. You know, and but there's for whatever reason the yes, mansplainer. Oh my God. Ugh, Kelly, you just hit that on the head for sure. But what is it about the Queen of Swords? Like I'm so much more connected with that like stone cold bitch aspect of the Queen of Swords versus the fucking mansplaining know-it-all who just needs a good kick in the teeth. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'm aggressive tonight, I guess. The wands, and now we have this reddy orange splot of paint on all of the cards. Oh my God, very spicy. I specifically know this person. Wait, which one are you talking about? The one that needs to be punched? Or the Queen of Swords? Like, vava voom. This is spicy. I love that. Why is this like Why is this spicier than the Lover's card, though? Mm, feelings on that. Don't know. I love that there's literally like torches, fire, or like wands, or literally, I don't know, I guess what would that be called? Like a torch? That is sexy. Okay. Or maybe not sexy, but that is like spicy. Two of Wands. Double cheeked up. It's kind of a phallic card. It is kind of a phallic card, and this like the feelings you get is raw. Definitely raw. That's good for the ace. Two, this is great. This is such perfect imagery. There's like the idea behind it and the position of it is very Two of Wands. This works really well. I honestly don't have too much to say about it. He's like literally looking over the land. Yeah, that works so well. Three of Wands. There's other people involved in this, and I think that that's what there's something about the difference between the Two of the Wands and the Three of Wands that I've always felt in the Rider-Waite-Smith there was like something missing. And even though it is a personal thing, like it's one person ultimately that is going to be feeling, there's other people involved to me when the Three of Wands between the Two to the Three of Wands. This feels really right to have two people here. Like even if somebody is making the decision or has the energy of the Three of the Wands, it ultimately will involve or interact like a butterfly effect with other people around the person that's experiencing the energy. So I really, really like that. Four of Wands. It's a party in the secret garden. Let's look at some of this texture. I like the structure of the card in the back. I always stumble over the Two and the Three of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith. I can see why. I think a lot of people go through that because they are very similar in energy from one card to the next. That it's easy to see them as the same or to see them as which way to interpret them. I can definitely see that, but for me, it always felt like there needed to be another figure, even if it wasn't in the main focus of the Three of Wands, that it needed to be there somewhere that I could see. Yeah. But anyways, Four of Wands. I like the structure. Hi, Moira. I think that's how you say your name. Moira. Hello. This feels like the structure in the Four of Wands and the Rider-Waite-Smith. It looks like they're celebrating or they're having a good conversation at some sort of party. Five of Wands. Oh my God. This also works so well. This, like, who, like, what are they even fighting about? What are they even doing? Who started it? Who finished? Like, who's on what team? I mean, I'm assuming that little orange kilt looking guys are on the same team, but then even then, like, what could they possibly have done? Definite anger, a little bit of Mars energy in that for sure. Six of Wands. Wow. All of the celebratory, it definitely feels like night's coming home. This works. This literally is the Six of Wands. Where did she get this image from? Like, this person created this artwork because they know of the Six of Wands. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. Are you kidding me? Look at the figure riding in from battle. And everyone's like, yeah, you fucking won. Way to go, Tom Brady. You literally just proved that you can win anything, no matter where you're at. Just kidding. But I will say, the Super Bowl is this Sunday. And I will say that Florida's hockey team won Stanley Cup, and now Tampa Bay is in the Super Bowl, and that didn't happen until George and I moved here. Just saying, y'all. Florida, you're welcome. More good luck. And also, you got Tom Brady, so that worked out real well. Um, thank you. You're welcome, Kelly, and I'm so glad that you see and acknowledge that it definitely was me that did that for everybody in Florida. So, all right. We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah. Do the splashes of color in this deck have significance? So, I believe it does. From what I've seen, each of the suits have a different color of splotch, so of paint. So this is the suit of the wands. If you're coming in late, or maybe you haven't gotten this from me mentioning it as we're going through it, you can see the wands has like a red color. This was the suit of the swords. It's like a cloudy charcoal gray color. So no matter what color was on the cards, throughout the rest of the card, there was this continuity of the color in the corners. And then the pentacles or the coins had green, dark green, and then the cups had the blue. Such a good blue. I love that blue. Makes me feel good. So I do believe that it was to kind of help to bring together the imagery of the different suits. And as far as like the major arcana goes, there really wasn't splotches, but there's a lot of texture and things as well. Moira, yes. And if you're just coming in, we're doing the Mystic Masters Tarot. We're just hanging out. We're chilling, relaxing out cool, going through some tarot decks. And I don't know, this green, this is a color combination and this like vibes. It's just cards and vibes. Literally. Oh my God, I love that. Kelly, cards and vibes. Honestly, we're just hanging out. Doesn't this feel like such a magical Seven of Wands? Less aggressive, defensive, but still there. Okay. Eight of Wands. Yo. Just taking it in. Let's read about this one. I'm scrolling down, and I'm for anyone who's in here, I have the PDF guidebook, which would be available if you got the deck to take a look at to help you, because there's not like a little white book or a book that comes in this. So, Eight of Wands, movement, progress, and haste. And the writing Danny has is the figure moves forward as if entranced. He is inspired to act. It is this inspiration that propels him forward to new horizons, onward and upwards. This is like the Fool feeling as well, but so much more heart-centered in the movements of like we're going there. We're getting there. We're going. And then I love the arrows down at the corner. That definitely helps to see that up close because this has m big Eight of Wands energy down there with that texture and added layer. A Nine of Wands. Yeah, this works. Like, I'm over it. I'm distracted. Who's that mama walking over there? I just don't want to be standing and guarding this any longer. It's over it. Ten of Wands. Oh my gosh. Carrying too many things. On my story today, there was a meme that I pulled from somewhere and posted it. And it was like, I don't care if it literally cuts through my hands or something like that, but I'll be damned if I don't take all my groceries in one like trip. Don't quote me on that. You can go look at the story. And basically, I posed the question, what tarot card do you think that this meme would fit to? I was referencing the Ten of Wands, but I just wanted to see what everybody said because I thought it'd be interesting. I use that analogy a lot of people feeling like they just want to take everything in one go, but ultimately they end up like smushing their bread or possibly crushing the eggs, or, they really do end up hurting their arms, or it doesn't really help or take that much time off than making just another trip. They're just kind of smushing their groceries and fumbling with the keys trying to open the door when they have like 40 bags on their arms. But anyways, and I showed a lot of different versions of the Ten of Wands when I shared people's answers, and this one just fits so well. It literally looks like he's like, these are mine. I'm taking them all with me. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna come in and grab my stuff and go. And I feel like this person wished that they had a knapsack or like some sort of towel to wrap their things in, but they don't. It's so cute. Also, the Ten of Wands is my other stalker card. Page of Wands, we're almost done. This is crazy. Feels like we just started. But we're 2 hours, almost 2 hours in, which is not very abnormal for my live streams and my hangouts, but still. Page of Wands. Sassy mother. Look at this. This kid is a little shit. You know what I mean? Snarky. Creative though, full of energy. Definitely the one in charge, leading the rest of the kids to overthrow the teacher, for sure. But, what a little sassafras. Knight of Wands. Love this. Oh, the knights were my favorite for sure in the courts. They were all so great. Look at this energy. The masculine, like not even the masculine, but just like the body. I love all the conky horses. Yeah, they're thick. They are thick. For sure. Like, what kind of horses did y'all be riding in the 16th and 17th? Because our shit is like not as well fed. Like, this night is really good. The night is really good, yeah. Thick boys. Kelly, I love you so much. Oh, yeah. The nights are so good. Queen. She also has the same stance, but like just slightly different. Like they've worked so well. She's got like a helmet. This definitely has to be some sort of goddess. Let's read about her. I'm just curious if it mentions like it doesn't mention the artwork itself, but it does say the Queen of Wands leans against the tree. She takes a friendly stance but keeps her spear by her side. She is ambitious, determined, and vivacious, but can also become aggressive and demanding of those around her. Ugh, mood. And finally, the King of Wands. Oh my god. He looks like he definitely watches RuPaul's Drag Race. No? Or like the British Bake Off? For sure. He's been on the British Bake Off for that, like, with no doubt. He didn't win, but he did make it into the heart of many of the viewers. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. The King of Wands. This is so cute. This is like, he's wise with the beard. Sorry, I hit my tripod. He's wise with the beard, and he's got um a comfortable stature, but there is authority behind some of the elements and some of like the air about him, but like that little shoulder like tuck, like that little, he definitely has bachelorette and bachelor viewing parties, or like runs like a community on Facebook for the Oscars and the Emmys, and like has people post pictures of like the foods and the hors d'oeuvres that they're making. He invented the charcuterie board. Let's just leave it at that. Love that. It's a great place to end. Y'all, I am too much. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Kelly, I really like how kind they look. Usually, though I usually associate Fire King as younger of the kings. I can see that. He sits back and lets someone else mix his cake. That sounds dirty, Sue. Maybe he's young, but just grows a rockin' beard. You could go with that for sure. What were my favorites? Definitely the knights. Okay, I wanted to do this, so let's just do it. I loved the queens too. Just looking. This one was so good. Like, not even that it's like, I mean, it really is a good card, but just the imagery is literally Six of Wands. Oh, no, I dropped one. Maybe that one we need to read for ourselves. I'm trying to just go through really quick. Oh my god, this fucking dick. Okay. He was the guy in The Bachelor, the Bachelorette, that everyone was like, he's lying to you. He's lying. He's just here to become famous. Oh wait, we don't want that one. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get the... Oh god, I love this Two of Swords. I just love that. I want to do lessons with you, but only if you teach me like this. Sue, I don't know how else to teach. So, yeah, I'm actually working on, right now, I'm working with a client and a friend we're working through how to offer, I don't even, I'm leery on what to call it or how to say this because it's still so fresh. How to offer coaching, like personal one-on-one sessions through the tarot or astrology. So if people are interested in that, I'm working on it. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay, we have our knights. I'm just kind of like slowly going through them again too. This one was hard for me, but I did like when I imagined the Ten of Cups. Let's read about the Ten of Cups again really quickly. Did I read about that one? Wands. Going back. King of Coins. Going back. King of Cups. And Ten of Cups. This little family sits beneath the tree, happy and content to be together. The father reads a story to his little ones as they play peaceful and carefree. I liked the description, but I don't feel that from the card. It's a lot darker. Like there's something else here that we're missing. That one was really good too. The Five of Cups feels very like, oh my God, my cups have spilt. Okay. God, this is so cute too. This looks like one of those like cards that you'll get at like boutique stores. And it's like, happy birthday on the inside of the card, but it's like blank, but it's just like a vintage piece of artwork that's supposed to be like celebratory, which again, that works perfectly. Loved the sun card and the moon card. I would get prints of those. Yep, I would get prints of these and prints of these and hang them. Love it. Tower was great. Devil. Loved this devil card. Death card was cool. This one's hard for me. I don't know why. Might be just triggered or something, but love the Hierophant card. Emperor and Empress was killer. Loved it. Magician, Fool. Great. Let's just look as we finish this at the knights. Okay, wait, hold on. Right? They would be really so fun. Kelly, this 10 makes me feel like they arrived after a long journey and are about to build their new home. Oh my God. Oh, I love that. Definitely. Kelly, great explanation of that card. So these are our knights again. Hell yeah. So we had the Knight of Cups. This is my favorite though. This just feels like the color story in this. This color palette is so yummy. It just is so good. And then the Knight of Coins. Thick horses. But like just the difference, the slight differences in these cards work so well for these archetypes. Knight of the Wands. Knight of Wands. So aggressive, so action-based, so direction-based with the pointing. And this is in movement, but it's chaotic and it's definitely more mental and airy. So good. Those are my favorite. I love the knights from these. And the other ones I pointed out I really liked. So thank you so much to Danny for sending me this deck and being so patient and understanding that life happens. Life happens. And we're all doing the best that we can do. But I really enjoyed coming on here spur of the moment. I want to say that I wish that I was better with publicizing when I'm ready to go live. But right now, I just don't feel like that's the space I'm in. And whoever shows up is who's supposed to show up here this time. And if you're watching the playback of this, I very much enjoy you taking the time, if you've made it to the end, to hang out with me. I really enjoy doing these, and I'm glad that you all enjoy watching them. Go ahead and give Danny a follow and check out this deck, dannymystic.com. Again, the PDF gives a little bit more information. We were reading from some of it as we were going along, but what a great project and fun deck. The colors are gushy. So I think that's it for the night. I think I'm gonna go chill out. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Thank you for those of you who donated to the stream. That really means a lot, and I so appreciate it. So everybody have a beautiful, wonderful, magical night. I have like 12 other decks to unbox behind me, so maybe I'll do another one of these later this week. So thank you all. I love you. Bye. How do I exit this? It's been a while. Oh, here we are. Bye.